난 원래 너무 해.
좋아.
모두 다 따라해.
난 좀 짜라. 야!
Just a quick disclaimer, I don't have any problem against the other K-pop groups and their MVs that I put into comparison with ITZY's comeback. I actually stand some of them and are neutral with others. I just had to set some examples to get my point conveyed as easy as possible. Also, everything in this video is just my own opinion and I don't speak for every other MIDZY out there. So just sit back and enjoy the show. What's up fellas, it's your boy Oshyy. And we're gonna do a different video for this time. It's not the conventional video that I often do, although I have published K-pop related videos in the past. I remember doing such with Blackpink and Jennie. This is a different kind of video because I will not be although I will be reacting actually to one of the videos that I have here, but it's most likely going to be an analysis as to why the ITZY Wannabe music video is one of those videos that I have seen one too many times in my whole life. I think I actually would even claim that this music video, I actually watched this more than the Kill This Love video. Actually, any other video in my whole life, this just took me away. And one of the few reasons as to why that's the thing is because I really love the way the music video was produced, like the way it's created and the way it flows, as well as the song that comes with it. And I will put into perspective here, like I will show you a recording of what I am going through on screen. And yes, you can also see the tabs that I have. I actually just listened to like the Blackpink and one BTS song that I remember fondly, just to have a comparison if what I feel through the Wannabe music video is actually accurate as to what I'm feeling since then. And I just closed my, oh god. Yeah. So just to let you guys know, I'm actually an ITZY fan. I would say back then I was an ITZY fan. Let me just start this down now. Yeah, I was an ITZY fan back then when I first heard their first debut, which was Dala Dala. And it came after a time when I actually heard one of the greatest K-pop songs that I could actually hear. It was Kill This Love, and I still love that song back. Apologies for that, the camera died. Anyway, where was I again? Yes. I actually love that song and the MV as well, and I think I listened through it about half of the year last year. And I will admit, at the time, I really loved the song. I had no problem repeating it. But, you know, there are times when you really want to listen to something different. And then ITZY came along, and fun fact, ITZY is one of the groups that I actually like listened voluntarily. I actually just tried to discover a new group, and I was like, let me try ITZY. No one persuaded me to try and listen to their debut song. And at the time I was just, well, let's try. And I was actually interested with the song, but for me, it didn't feel perfect. It was okay. I mean, it's great, if I should say, because okay is icy. Dala Dala was great for me. Icy was more of a fresh take, but I was still thinking that it's basically the same with Dala Dala, but it's cuter, but it's not what I'm looking for them. I just want them to have different range. I have seen a mildly aggressive side of them with Dala Dala, then Icy it just went cute. I wanted to see an aggressive side of them. Kind of like when Blackpink started Kill This Love. And back then, before Kill This Love came along, I was listening to other Blackpink songs, and Do 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 was kind of mildly aggressive, if I should put it into that point, for me, and I was a fan of it. It was the song that made me be a Blink, basically. So this one for me was the one that made me be a MIDZY, and I will tell you why that is a thing. So let's start with the MIDZY. Let's start with the ITZY Wannabe MV. I swear to God, I mean, I've watched this one too many times and I'm still not done with it. And this one. This part right here, oh no. This one, I actually love the aesthetic of this. Ryujin actually coming out of, like, basically the entrance. But I love how everything is so dark in here, but here it's so bright, so that, you know, it's kind of like the... I know Star Wars fans would be kind of mad for me, but yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan as well. But like, it's kind of like the opening crawl of every Star Wars movie. You know, it starts from the bottom, which is the darkest side of things, and it goes to the light. Anyway, I love that the wind-up toy is actually part of the song and not just of the MV, because if you actually listen to the song in the Spotify, you would actually hear that it's actually part of the song itself, not just the MV. And this one. The way that the song enters with Ryujin doing that such move, I'm not sure how hard this move is because basically I'm no dancer, okay? But I can assure you that it's hard to, like, I think looking at it, it's hard to achieve. So I appreciate it. And the way the camera is moving, with them moving as well, I actually love that. And this one right here, this is actually one of the greatest points I've seen with Yeji. And Yuna as well, even though she's like... I'm not going to say she does not have anything much to do in this music video, unlike Leah and Chaeryeong. But she does kind of steals the show, even though with her kind of short appearance in this MV, because of how she can easily play along with being, if I should say, cute and also being intimidating, if I should say. Like, you know, she gives off that kind of sass thingy that she has, so, you know. In real life, Yuna is not like that. I mean, Yuna is some sort of a crackhead, kind of like Dayon, but Dayon is just, you know, a different case. So yeah. And I appreciate Chaeryeong in this one. At first, when I first watched this MV, I was like, why is it that I'm having a hard time recognizing who she was? Because I just remember from Dala Dala. I don't think I've seen her, but then I was like, oh, it's Chaeryeong. And I think in this MV she has, if I should say, the least, kind of like the least interesting arc, or maybe just for me because I didn't really understand it as easily as the others. So, but I still love her and I love her performance here, even though she really has a slim appearance in this one, as well as Leah. And that one. Let me just rewind that, okay? The way that the camera is moving, see, that's like top notch, okay? The way that she... Wait, why do I have this in 720? What the fuck?
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, the way that she does it, like Yeji, I appreciate that they started with Yeji doing that, especially that Yeji is the leader, and Yeji has like... I mean, there's this thing Yeji does in her dances, kind of like how missiles can lock onto their targets, that it's really stick to the glue. Basically, she moves as perfect as she could be. And that's the thing I want to emphasize here, that if they started, I'm not criticizing Leah for having the move differently, okay? Look at this. Okay, so if Leah started with that kind of move, but with that kind of execution, I know Leah is trying hard, and I know Leah can dance as well, but if they started with that instead of Yeji's version of it, I don't think I will be hooked with the dance anyway. And I'm still no dancer, so there's no way I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, I was hooked with the choreography just because, with the choreography of this chorus, just because of how Yeji does it. Even my bias, Ryujin probably could not do it as perfectly as Yeji would be. Although Ryujin always has my heart. And I'm gonna talk about the set pieces in a while. That one as well. So there's this thing, I've been watching reaction videos of people actually reacting to this MV, and I actually reacted the same with this part. I actually thought like, oh shit, she's gonna cut her hair. So when she cuts her hair and I'm like, oh, that fits her well, she actually looks better in that. Later, after like a few rewatches, I realized, oh, it's the illusion of her actually cutting her hair mid song, basically giving you the perspective that she has two different hairstyles in just one single MV, which is not the case because she's already like short haired when the song starts. So I actually love that they played you into that so that you'd be having a different reaction mid song. You'd be thinking that there's a sudden difference in character in the middle of the song with Ryujin, but it's actually not. It's just like the illusion bit. So I love that. I love that as well. I still don't like the drones, honestly speaking. I still don't like. And that one. That always captures me. The way the camera moves when Ryujin does that, it's so badass, okay? And Ryujin is badass in and of itself. And Yeji. That was a perfect blend. The song was slow, and the camera was like looking at her face in like this kind of slow motion formation. Yeah, I mean, the song is aggressive when it goes through its verses. When it goes through its chorus, it's kind of light, but it still has the message of being, the strong message as well. And I love the fact that it kind of slows down at the perfect time with Yeji doing this, and then Yeji suddenly doing that. Which is, I could literally die every time I see that. And yeah, Yuna, as I said, she does everything with her screen time. And Leah is also one of the things that there's this gripe I have with this music video that not everyone has ample amounts of screen time in this, and I would say it's understandable because if you kind of analyze it, each song has like there's only four lines per stanza per song. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you like first verse, there's literally four lines that could be said by four different person in a single group. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's like it's always for me. Like Kill This Love, it can showcase the four girls in just one verse. And they are in a kind of different spot because there are five of them. So it's gonna be a hard sell to have them all showcased equally, especially that the song is structured that way and not differently. But I mean, they're not as in a bad spot as Twice. Twice has like how many members, and that will be bad. So at least Twice is they're doing their different thing, and ITZY is doing their different thing as well. And I think it still works because they still had their shine in the IC and the Dala Dala MV. So this one they're just trying to fit perfectly what they have, and I think it's not that big of a deal because of how the MV works, and I will tell you why it works that much when I actually end the MV. It's like one single word, and you would just realize like why am I saying that this is the perfect feature that the MV has. It's actually a foundation, not just feature. I love how Leah looks like that, and before they go to the beat drop. I'm actually sad that the song itself does not have this beat drop. I actually would love if it has, but listening to it in Spotify, it doesn't have that. And I love that one. Before we go to the dance break that I actually love. God damn it. Oh, RYUJIN, my god. This one. I love how they play with every single aspect of this, like not just the colors being like distorted as well, because if you see here, she's the main thing that the frame is focusing on and the colors that she has, but at the same time it plays with the colors of this and this and this, and they being distorted, meaning that they're basically just the same even though they're wearing different colors, and she's trying to be the different thing in the crowd itself, and I actually love that. I love that. And boom! Now this one, I say that Yeji has this sort of lock thing when she dances, but the way everyone is synchronized here, and with my main bias, Ryujin being like this sort of like the force that's pulling them to do that such thing. I mean, I swear to God, I can literally watch this whole sequence any time of the day and I would not get bored. And the way the camera moves per beat and per move, that's perfect. Okay? I really love Ryujin in this one. She really steals the whole thing for me, honestly. I mean, I love all of them, but Ryujin is always my bias. I mean, since Dala Dala, actually, she was my bias, then Yeji, then Yuna, then Chaeryeong, then I actually have Leah as last, but that does not mean that I hate her, okay? I love them all. And this last part, it's just perfectly okay for me that it kind of went lighthearted with the tone of the chorus because it's kind of like the resolution now. And Leah and Yuna is actually just very, very cute in this last parts. And see, I would actually consider Chaeryeong to have the least amount of time shown on screen. Like, I think she only... Wait. Let me just check out. She's basically only on the MV for like 3 scenes. 4 scenes, okay. 4 different scenes. I think even Leah has a better amount of screen time than Chaeryeong, and that's actually sad, but you know, it is what it is. You can only fit so much with a 3 minute and 37 second, 36, 38, god damn it, 38-minute video. But for me, this is perfect because of this. So I just recently watched the Blackpink Kill This Love video, and Blackpink always goes overkill with their set pieces. And it's okay to be overkill because if you put into abbreviation, overkill is actually spelled okay. So it's fine to do that. But here's the thing. Kill This Love, for me, when I first heard of it, it's actually aggressive, but it took me a few times to realize that it's aggressive mainly because of the song, not of the way the lyrics are executed. It's kind of soft actually if you keep listening to it, except in the chorus. The chorus kind of goes a bit aggressive, but the sound, like the background music, is more aggressive than the song. And I don't hate them for that. I'm still okay with that, however. But Wannabe balances it out. The set pieces are limited, okay? They're just having, like, they have one warehouse, one bathroom, one nightclub, probably one stage, and one dinner table. Those are their only set pieces. Blackpink can roll with a glamorized tank, and they still would be okay with that. But the main thing that really drives me in this Wannabe video is how the camera work is done. Like, camera works in most things can be just a feature in most MVs, but in the ITZY Wannabe video, it's basically a foundation. It's not just a feature, and that's what I love about it. And I think I've seen the similar thing with this music video, the Fake Love video. I've seen some of the similar camera work when they're dancing to it. But the problem is, Kill This Love kind of feels soft for me, with, like, the song itself and the lyrics. The lyrics is kind of dark a bit, but the song is kind of soft for me. So the camera work being done to that is, it didn't sell me right. So, not that I hate them, okay, for that. They basically have a cult following with that song, but it's not just my cup of joe. Wannabe is the perfect one for me. So with that being said, let's react to the performance video, which I will just be looking into the dance. I'm pretty sure it's just the dance.
No shit, Sherlock!
Okay, now I think this is just the dance. But wait. Is this? Ooh. I really would never get tired of RYUJIN doing that. And I still have it. Oh, okay. I don't have it. I still have, like, goosebumps whenever they dance. Like, it's so fluid. my fucking internet is not. I still actually prefer Cherryong's dance than how her sister does it. I don't know if you guys know that she has a sister in I think it's in ITZY-1, but I still haven't found anything good in ITZY-1. I still haven't listened to any of their songs. But I've seen her sister perform, and I prefer Cherryong any day. At least Leah gets more screen time in this one. Also, it's basically okay. God, I got fooled. So I thought it's RYUJIN in front. Yeah, this one though. Yes, Cherryong's getting more screen time. Dude, I'm watching like not really meme videos, but you know, funny videos of them. It makes you see them in the different perspective actually. I mean, they seem aggressive in this one, but it's actually kind of funny. See the way Yeji does it, it brings the different in you. Never gets old. I really love RYUJIN, I swear to God. She's my ultimate bias. I mean, ever since. For people who are actually saying that this is RYUJIN's era right now, I think I actually agree with you. Because she really steals the show. Even though, yeah, Yeji is a strong candidate as well, Yuna and Leah and Cherryong. They're all there, but there are just sometimes that an era comes along and you can't deny that. And right now it's RYUJIN's era. And the ending, I forgot to actually like tell how I love the ending, that they didn't just do the pose as they said the last line. They say the last line and then like do a slow-mo type of, like, it's kind of like the sort of amping up for something. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I don't know, it's just perfect ender for me. Oh god. So yeah, this is gonna be a considerably long video, but if you're a MIDZY fan, and I hope you are because you're watching this as well, or just a fan of my channel, I hope that you like this video. It's just an analysis, a simple analysis as to why this is one of the videos that I would probably never get tired of watching as of now, especially that we're all on quarantine and we're gonna basically stay at home. So yeah, if you like my video, please click the like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Consider sharing this with your friends. It will go a long way. And also, just to remind you, I don't have any beef with the K-pop groups that I put into comparison in this video. I'm a Blink and I'm a MIDZY, so take that how you will. And I'm still discovering other K-pop groups as well. I still haven't found the perfect song from them, but for ITZY, they got me. And Blackpink, come back soon enough, please. I swear to God. And ITZY, keep doing what you do best. And make me fall in love with you again. Anyway, that's it for me, and see you in the next video. Peace out.